Hey everybody, this is Sky, and when I want to know what's going on in the wonderful world of sports, I tune to Sports World Radio.
Growing tired of knots, tangled up in problems, and not caring enough. Now I'm on a journey to find what's right, always telling the truth.
Hey, this is EAJ Man from Autopsy Live and the Skype Pirates. When I want to make it look like I don't give a shit about sports, I tune into Sports World Radio with Jeff Escow.
Jeff Escow.
Doing bad time.
San Diego. It's Sports World Radio. You've never heard a sports show like this. Oh, no, you haven't.
Oh, blow me.
You got it.
Holy fucking shit.
What the hell is your major malfunction?
Can't believe that goddamn son of a bitch did that fucking crap.
Don't give me any of your shit.
Right?
Yeah, that's right. Those are your hosts, Jeff Ascow and Sean Mann. Remember, those who can't play sports, talk about it. These two tell it like it is. Tune into Sports World Radio for the fastest hour of sports of your life. So here they are, the douchebags of sports themselves, Jeff Ascow and Sean Mann.
Hey, welcome to Sports World Radio. Glad everybody's listening to the show today. How's everybody doing? I'm the host, Jeff Escow. Lots and lots and lots to get to today, boys and girls. Lots happened over the weekend. Since we've been gone, we've had some power failures out here in San Diego, but everything is doing much better now. Glad to be back on the air. So much to talk to before we get into all of that. Let's get all the particulars out of the way. You're listening to Sports World Radio on SportsWorldRadio.com. If you want to come and hang out in our chat room with us, come on over to Spreaker.com. That's Spreaker.com. Spreaker.com. If you don't have an account, it's free to get an account, so sign up. Come on into Sports World Radio's chat room. If you're listening to us on SportsWorldRadio.com and you notice a little red button there that says Call Now, if you have Skype, click that little button there and call the show. Ask us any questions, agree, disagree with Sean and I, whatever you want, for Skype users only. 619-663-3715. 619-663-3715 is the number here to get in touch with the show for non-Skype users or for anybody else. Follow us on Facebook over there at facebook.com/SportsWorldRadio and also at Twitter, twitter.com/SportsWorldRadio. Now, with all the particulars out of the way, what do you say? Hey, we bring in that co-host of ours, Sean Mann, the update man. What's going on there, buddy?
Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to Sports World Radio. It is 6:06 p.m. on the East Coast, which makes it 3:06 p.m. on the West. It is Monday, July 28th, 2014. Weather, very hot, 97 degrees right now. It's going to be all week, so I'm just trying to do what I can. And I'm glad I got done with work at a really, really good time today. How are you doing, Jeff, and how's the weather for you?
Weather for me out here is freaking smoking hot like always, man. Like freaking always out here, it's smoking hot. It's so freaking hot, it's ridiculous out here. I freaking hate it sometimes, you know?
Yeah, you could fry an egg on the curb. Yeah, there you go.
Oh, yes, you can, my friend. Yes, you can today. You can fry a nice egg on the curb today. I'm in shorts. How about them apples? I'm wearing shorts.
Same
It's
here. Shorts.
so damn freaking hot. I gotta wear shorts. You know, it's so dark. I gotta wear shades instead. It's so hot. I gotta wear shorts. You know what I'm saying? You know. Okay, so I'm starting the show off today.
All right.
With some things that I've noticed over the weekend that's been pissing me off.
In the sports world.
In the
right?
sports world, of course. No, I'm going to talk about politics.
No, I'm teasing. I'm just kidding.
Yeah, there's some things that have been happening, and we're going to take them one by one. I didn't talk to you about it. I didn't talk to Sean about it. Screw both of you, basically. Hey, for everybody hanging out in the chat room, I want to thank you very much for hanging out in the chat room with us. We really appreciate it. Of course, we have our producer, Josh Lopez, in the room. Of course, don't forget, coming in the second hour of the show, like he does each and every Monday, is our good friend Nicholas Spiva, otherwise known as Nicholas Turturro. But every once in a while I call him Nicholas Turturro, but it's Nicholas Spiva, ladies and gentlemen. He's going to come on and hang out with us for an hour. And don't forget, when he's on the show, I believe today, Sean, we're doing the defensive side of football for $40.
That is correct. We are going to be doing the defensive side since the NFL is pretty much in full swing, and we got the NFL Hall of Fame game coming up.
Yeah, that's coming up. And
Yes.
I told the boys yesterday, we had a production meeting yesterday. I told the boys yesterday, and I'll make the announcement today. Sports World Radio will be doing our NFL show this year. The show will be starting on September 6th, 2 days after the first game. Excuse me. 2 days after the first game, but we will make our predictions for the first game, which is September 4th, the day of the game. Sean and I will be on before the game, so we'll make our predictions before that game goes on the air. But our first NFL show of the season will be Saturday, September 6th. I just haven't figured out the time yet, but it's coming. I will let you know as soon as I figure out the time, Saturday, September 6th. So set your clocks for that and your calendars. And also get ready for our Pro Football Pick'em League this year. That's right. Our NFL Pick'em League is back. I'll be setting that up pretty shortly. Be sending out invitations for people who want to join. Now, if you want to join, this is by invitation only, if I remember correctly. Invitation only. So therefore, if you want to play in our NFL Pro Football Pick'em League, please send your emails to swrshow@gmail.com. That's swrshow@gmail.com. In the subject line, just put Football Pick'em. In the subject line, put Football Pick'em. Just put your name in there and your email address in there in the body, and I will send you the invitation as soon as I set the league up. If you want to play in our NFL Pro Football Pick'em League this year, send your emails to swrshow@gmail.com. Subject line, Football Pick'em. Name and email in the body. Shoot me the email. I will send you the invitation as soon as I get the league going. Fair enough?
Fair enough.
All right. Now, with just a couple of minutes left before we go to our first break, I'm going to bust something out here. They had the Major League Baseball Hall of Fame over the weekend, correct? Or yesterday, I should say, right?
Yesterday in Cooperstown, New York, and this is a good way to start the first story, and I know we're going to talk a little bit more after the first commercial break. Yes, Jeff, the Baseball Hall of Fame in Cooperstown, I thought it was a great Baseball Hall of Fame. From the Big Hurt to Joe Torre, to Bobby Cox, to Greg Maddux, to Tom Glavine. Great list of people who deserve to be in the Hall of Fame.
Did you see it?
I did not see it, but when I came home, I watched it on ESPN News.
ESPN. The whole thing?
They just showed recaps and highlights of it.
So you didn't get to see it live, correct?
I wanted to see it, but I had to work yesterday.
Okay, now let me ask you a question. There's a reason why I'm going here. Let me ask you a question. If you weren't working yesterday and you were able to watch it, where were you going to watch it at? What channel?
I would watch it on the MLB Network.
You have the MLB Network, correct?
Yes, I do.
Okay. What about all the other people in the world or in the United States that love baseball that do not have the MLB Network? Where are they supposed to watch it?
Well, yesterday there was a game on TBS. They were for baseball fans. It was the Blue Jays and Yankees, so I guess they could watch that.
That's not my question. My question was for all the other Major League Baseball fans that actually wanted to see the Hall of Fame induction and didn't have the MLB Network, where are they supposed to watch it?
On their computers?
Fair enough. Fair enough, Weisenheimer. Fair enough. Person like me, excuse me, a person like me who grew up watching Maddox and Glavine, Joe Torre, Thomas, LaRussa, and Cox. I've watched them all play or manage growing up. I did not get to see it because I don't have the MLB network. I think Major League Baseball is doing a disservice to Major League Baseball fans by putting that Hall of Fame on the MLB network. NFL doesn't do that, do they? They don't put it on the NFL network. No, they put it on ESPN, don't they? Hey, we're going to run to a quick commercial break. I'm going to talk more about this when we get back. I guarantee it. You're listening to Jeff Escow and Sean Mann on
Sports World Radio.
Storms move fast, so we use the best technology. That includes Bosch Icon wiper blades.
They're beam blades with memory tension springs and an aerodynamic design,
which means they fit the curve of the windshield. Bosch Icon wiper blades wiped our windshield clean and outlasted any other blade we've used. In my opinion, the Bosch Icon wiper blades are the best blades out there. Bosch Icon wiper blades, how storm chasers clear the way.
Did you know that just 30 minutes a day of physical activity can improve your health and decrease your risk of heart disease? For every hour of regular, vigorous exercise, you gain 2 hours of life expectancy. So start walking for yourself and for your heart. Start walking with your family. You'll feel better. Start walking in your community. You'll lead happier and healthier lives. Start walking. Start something. Join the movement today. For more information on the American Heart Association START program, visit startwalkingnow.org and start walking. Start something.
What kind of person gets to work in the sunshine instead of an office? This kind of person. I am the new way to work. I do have an office. I'm just not chained to it. It's a Regis office at one of the nicest addresses in the city. I don't have a lease, so I don't have to budget for stuff like phones, IT guys, and artwork for the lobby. Instead, I pay one low monthly rate that gives me a beautiful lobby that impresses my clients, a friendly receptionist, a fully furnished office, a place to meet, and a place to brainstorm with my fellow New Way to Workers. We wonder why more people don't realize that the new way to work is the best way to work. I come here because I want to, not because I have to. I am the new way to work, and I'd like you to join me.
Start now and get 1 month free. Call 1-800-OFFICES or visit regis.com/TV.
Hey everybody, this is Sky, and when I want to know what's going on in the wonderful world of sports, I tune to Sports World Radio.
Welcome back to Sports World Radio. Jeff Escow, Sean Mann, hitting you right here on SportsWorldRadio.com each and every Monday through Friday, 6 p.m. on the East, 3 p.m. on the West. And if you live in the Central,
You need to figure that out for yourself. How many times do I have to tell you?
you tell them, buddy. You tell them. You give them hell. You tell them.
17 minutes past the hour, Jeff, you have more bones to pick, right? Especially when we were on commercial break.
I was letting you have it, huh?
Disgusted with Skip Bayless.
I was letting you have it, wasn't I?
Yeah.
Are you
ready to let the public know about it too?
I was yelling at you, wasn't I? How crazy is that? I was yelling at you. Public couldn't even hear what I was saying. Only you could, right? Freaking Bud Selig, you say that you're all about the fans and it's the national pastime? Well, you blew the pooch on this one, buddy. Put it on a Major League Baseball. Get the hell out of here. What about all the Major League Baseball fans that didn't get to see it? What do you say to them? Baseball's doing great. Yeah, we're doing fabulous. Yeah. Why are we
You
doing
could
so
say
good?
you could go ahead and YouTube it, or go on your computer and look for some streaming.
Pain in the ass that guy is. Yeah, I have to go and look for it. Why do I have to go and look for it?
Nick, right on the button there, bud. Bud Selig is an idiot.
Why do I have to go and look for it? Why couldn't you put it on ESPN? Why couldn't you put it on Fox? Why couldn't you put it on TBS, you lazy bastards?
Because TBS is now getting in the tradition of doing Sunday afternoon baseball on TBS.
Do you know something? When I got up, I went right to TBS to see if the Hall of Fame was on, because that's where I thought it was going to be. It wasn't there. I went to ESPN. It wasn't there. I went to Fox. It wasn't there. I was like, holy freaking Toledo! Are you kidding me?
The only place you can watch the Hall of Fame is on the MLB network.
That's ridiculous. Hey, Bud Selig, you screwed the pooch on this one, dude. No doubt about it. NFL has their freaking Hall of Fame on ESPN.
You'll be watching it this weekend, right, Jeff?
Yeah.
Because the Hall of Fame game is on Sunday night.
Yeah. Oh, you bet your sweet petunias I will. You know why? Michael Strahan's going in.
Oh, yeah. You'll be ready to watch that.
I'll be watching that. Hey, thank you, NFL and ESPN. At least I get to watch it. Not like Major League Baseball. We're going to screw our fans that don't have the MLB network. The hell with them.
And then the NBA Hall of Fame, that's in Springfield, Massachusetts. And that's usually what? I think that's been on ESPN, or they'll have it on NBA TV.
That's on. Red bastards. Unbelievable. Bud Selig screwed the pooch again.
Well, look what Nick says. Who cares about Strahan?
Hey, what?
Ooh, Nick said, who cares about Strahan? Ooh.
Hey, Nick. Any Cowboy going in this year?
Ooh.
Nicholas, any Cowboy going in this year?
Wow. I can't wait to have him come in the second hour, and he'll...
I do not believe so. Correct? I do not believe there is a Cowboy going in this year, so you just sit back and be quiet.
Who cares about DeMarcus Ware?
He's old, and he's playing with Denver now. He's not even with the Cowboys no more.
21 minutes past the hour, yes. The Hall of Fame was a great one. I came home yesterday, watched the replays of it. Probably the most emotional was Frank Thomas, the Big Hurt. Of course, he's won a World Series championship. That was in 2005. I think that was just great all around. And I think it was really, really awesome that they voted to bring in Joe Torre, who has won 4 World Series championships. He took the Dodgers to a couple National League NLC playoff series. Tony La Russa, who's had a great managerial career, going back to his days with the Oakland Athletics. Then he won some World Series there. Then he won some titles with the St. Louis Cardinals. And yes, Bobby Cox. And Jeff, I know you were a big Bobby Cox fan. You really liked what he did when he came to Atlanta, and he really turned that team around. And then they were like what Bob Costas called them when they won it in 95, the team of the 90s. And they really were, because they were the team that won 14 straight division championships.
Yeah, but they couldn't win the big one, sons of bitches. I lost a lot of money because of those rat bastards.
Yeah, that's the thing about the Braves. It always seemed that with Bobby Cox there, and of course with Tom Glavine and Greg Maddux there, I kept thinking about it yesterday. I was like saying, that the Braves could have easily had maybe 3 or 4 championships in the decade of the 90s, but they just couldn't get it done. But they had some good teams and some really tough teams in the 90s with Bobby Cox at the helm.
Yes, they did. They had the whole 90s was all Atlanta.
It was. Nobody could compete with them in the National League East. They went to the World Series in 1991, 1992, 1995, 1996, and 1999.
Right. Correct.
Charles Haley should have been in. That's what Nick is saying in the chat room.
Well, Charles Haley should have been in. Well, he's not, so sit there and be quiet. And the MLB changed their eligibility. Instead of 15 years now, it's only 10. And I kind of like that because Mark McGuire's only got 2 years left now. You know that, right? You heard about that, right? They changed their they changed their eligibility from 15 years to 10 years, which I like a lot better.
Encyclopedia Man adds, or you can say that for LeBron James, 2-6 in Eastern Conference and NBA Finals situation. I agree with you there.
He's not going to win no NBA championship in freaking Cleveland right off the bat. Are you kidding me?
No way.
What are
Not
you
going to
people
happen.
smoking?
With their lineup? Yeah.
Nah.
In other news to report, you know the Encyclopedia Man, I thank you for sending me this. We had to get this off right away. Here we go again, Jeff.
Hey,
a
Nicholas.
guy you just absolutely dislike.
Hold
Jerry
on one
Jones
second.
says
Hold
he
on.
actually wanted.
Hold on 1 second. Hey, Nicholas, you haven't won a freaking Super Bowl since 1996, right?
January of 1996 was the last time the Cowboys won 27-17.
And the last time you were in the playoffs was 2009, right?
Right.
So sit there and shut up.
And speaking of this, Nick, I did this just for you, buddy. The Dallas Cowboys owner, president, and general manager Jerry Jones has actually said, I wanted Cleveland Browns Johnny Manziel. And they are all wondering, is Dallas Cowboys star Tony Romo actually finished? 25 minutes past the hour. Here's what it says. Dallas Cowboys Jerry Jones is throwing Tony Romo's future into doubt by revealing he's desperate to draft Johnny Manziel from Texas A&M. However, they let him slip, and the Cleveland Browns drafted him instead.
Oops. You know, don't mess with me,
Now
dude. Don't mess with me, Nicholas, because you're not going to believe. Late last night, this is about 2:30, 3 o'clock this morning. For some reason, I got a bug up my butt, and I went looking for the Dallas Cowboys record. I went looking for the Dallas Cowboy record from 1996 to 2013. Don't mess with me because I have it sitting right here in my ratty little hands. So don't mess with me today about the Dallas. Some reason late last night, I don't know, but something said to me, go get the Dallas Cowboy record from 1996 on. And then all of a sudden, our producer, Josh Lopez, started harassing me about the Dallas Cowboys today. And I said, good, because I'm ready.
Hey, look, they are about 500, Jeff.
Give or take. They're
But he's going to hit you with the fact that the Cowboys have 5 Super Bowls and the Giants have 4.
Since 1996, no playoff games, just regular season record. Since 1996, no playoff. They're 146 and 142. From 09, okay, including 09. They're 41 and 39. So just about 500. You're correct.
Talk about all that rebuilding.
But I'm sitting
Jerry
here,
Jones.
dude, don't mess with me. I'm sitting here looking at their freaking record. Don't freaking mess with me. Their last winning record was in 09. They were 11-5. They went 6-10 they went 6-10 in 2010. They went 8-8 in 11. They went 8-8 in 12, and they went 8-8 in 13.
And you knew Jerry Jones was disgusted after all 3 heartbreaking
Don't mess
losses
with me.
in Week 17.
For some reason, I don't know why I did it, but I did it.
And look what Encyclopedia Man adds. He goes, all I was saying is that Skip Bayless said that the Cowboys would win the NFC East Division if
No
Manziel to
freaking
Dallas.
way. No, you want to know? Oh, my God. Johnny Manziel signed, what, a 3-year contract with Cleveland? Because that's what the rookies do, right? Is it 3 or is it 4?
I think it was like a 3 or 4 year
it's
deal. I don't
whatever
know.
the hell it is.
They haven't had that up.
Whatever the hell it is. Josh, find out for me. Whatever the hell it is. It doesn't matter what it is, to tell you the truth. Okay? He's going to be out of football after that contract is over. He will not be an NFL quarterback, just like Tim Tebow.
For the Cowboys, more on this story about how all of a sudden the Cowboys have said that they were seconds away from drafting Johnny Manziel. Instead, they went with a tackle with the number 19 overall pick in the 2014 NFL draft, and that was Zach Martin.
Well, hey, if he wanted him, he's the owner. He should have taken him. Look at Nicholas. Manziel is just a publicity stunt. Cowboys don't need him. If you want to get in on this chat and tell us your opinion, come on over to our chat room over at Spreaker.com. That's Spreaker.com. Get a free account and type in Sports World Radio and come over and hang out in our chat room. Or give us a call at 619-663-3715. Or if you have Skype and you're listening to us on SportsWorldRadio.com, click the red button on the left-hand side that says Call Now, and you'll be directed right to the show for Skype users only. We're going to run to a quick commercial break. You're listening to Jeff Eskow and Sean Mann right here on
Sports World Radio.
What are you doing over there?
Welcome to the Man Manual. Man comes with a multifunctional casing known as skin. It is remarkable. Warning, standard body wash can cause damage to man's skin. Maintain it properly with Dove Men Plus Care Body Wash. It cleans man and protects skin from dryness. This will keep man's skin remarkable, even under extreme testing. Dove Men Plus Care Body Wash. Skin care built in. Also, freshen man's exterior with new Aqua Impact Body Wash.
Why does consultant Jerry Howell stay at La Quinta?
Can you come back tomorrow?
Because only with La Quinta can Jerry instant hold the room tonight using just his phone number. And then power down for tomorrow on his pillow top bed. And when Jerry's refreshed, you know what he does?
We need ideas, people. Think.
Synergistic integration.
Genius.
He thinks outside the box.
I'm going for it. No.
La Quinta Inns and Suites take care of you so you can take care of business. Instant hold your next stay on your smartphone at LQ.com.
La Quinta.
Hi, I'm Montel Williams. Most of you know me as a talk show host, but I'm also an author, actor, single father of 4, a fitness writer, avid snowboarder, and I'm also a medical marijuana patient. Like many of the million people who are living with multiple sclerosis, I'm in pain every single day. And sometimes my nerves are so raw that if you brushed up against me in an elevator, I'd scream. I can't sleep at night from the pain, and sometimes the spasms in my legs are so intense they will wake me up throughout the night. I've tried the strongest prescription medications available, and I'm going to tell you, they do not work. In fact, they leave me in a stupor, and most of the time, it's impossible to even live your life. Now, I've tried medical marijuana, and I'm going to tell you something, it works. If you'd like more information about medical marijuana, you can contact the Marijuana Policy Project at mpp.org or call 1-877-JOIN-MPP.
Hey everybody, this is Sky, and when I want to know what's going on in the wonderful world of sports, I tune to Sports World Radio.
All right, welcome back to Sports World Radio. Jeff Eskow, Sean Mann, bringing you the best 2 hours of sports talk on the internet every Monday through Friday, 6 p.m. Eastern, 3 p.m. Pacific. And if you're living essential,
Figure it out for yourself.
and if you haven't been able to figure it out for yourself, then I feel sorry for you.
Yeah, my sympathies and condolences. 32 minutes past the hour. We've been talking a lot about the Cowboys.
Okay. Speaking of condolences and sympathies, hey, Michael Sainz. That's right. I'm talking to you. Michael Sainz. You want to communicate via proxy through my buddy co-host over here, Sean Mann, and bust my chops during the show? I got something even better. Grow a pair of balls and come in the show and in the chat room and bust my balls personally. Until then, Keep your comments to yourself, you Dallas Cowboy fan. Don't be going through Sean busting my chops. Do it yourself. Have the balls to come over and bust my balls. Am I right, Sean?
Yes, you are right indeed.
That's right. But, hey, at least I bust Sean's balls in person.
Oh yeah, and I
Right?
deserve it too when I screw up.
But I do it in person. I don't do it via Josh. Do I? I don't tell Josh to bust your balls for me, do I? No. I do it because I enjoy doing it.
I know. Just about the selfies, that's all.
About anything, really. About anything, really. You know that.
34 minutes past the hour. Here we go. We're talking about the Cowboys. Jerry Jones still is thinking that I was seconds away from drafting the top
screwed
back
up.
and Johnny Manziel.
Wah, wah. Hey, you want to know something? He's got to start complaining now about Tony Romo. So when Tony Romo falls apart, he says, hey, I told you before the season even started I wasn't too thrilled with Tony. Okay? He's laying the foundation now. Trust me on this, kids. I've seen this happen a million times. He's laying the foundation right now to push Tony Romo out the door.
The Cowboys eventually made the right decision with Martin and added a player that can fix a need immediately. The Cowboys figured a decline from last year's 8-8 record as their roster holes have piled up on them. Dallas was home to the NFL's worst defense in 2013, and it doesn't look to be getting any better in 2014.
Hey, you want to know something? I happen to agree with Josh. Once the Bears play the Browns in preseason and Manziel gets to play, ding, there you go. See you, Johnny. See you, Johnny. Wouldn't want to be you, Johnny. You like that one, right?
It is. It's a good one.
I mean, come on, really? Really? He's going to be... Hey, Skip Bayless. Is that your name? I hate you. And I know hate is a strong word, but when you say my San Antonio Spurs and my New England Patriots and my Cleveland Browns and my this and my that, dude, you haven't played a freaking sport in your whole freaking life. You have no place saying my San Antonio Spurs and my Newman, my this and my, none. Let me ask you a question. I've been doing this show for 10 stinking years. Have you ever heard me say my New York Knicks or my New York Giants?
He would probably...
Sean, have you ever heard me in the 6.5 years that you've been with me, have you ever heard me say that?
No.
Exactly. You know why? Because I've never played for them. I've never worked for them. I'm a fan. They're not mine. I don't own them. And neither do you, Skip Bayless.
Neither do I. I'm a fan of the teams
That's right.
I go for. And
I never say my this, my that, my, because they're not mine. I don't own them. Yes, I help support them, but they're not mine.
I would like to see you and Skip Bayless go at it. Oh, Jeff against Skip Bayless. Boy, would that be a big hot
It'd be ridiculous. He would lose every time, every argument. And if he thinks that Johnny Manziel, if Johnny Manziel was the quarterback of Dallas and they would win the NFC and be the NFC representative in the playoff, he's crazy. He's out and out crazy.
Consider the playoff woes for the Dallas Cowboys being 1-7 in the last 8 playoff games. And here's more about it. What is Cowboys' truth on Johnny Manziel? Trying to figure out the truth from the Dallas Cowboys owner and general manager Jerry Jones can be difficult. Take Johnny Manziel, for example. Speaking on the NFL Network during Sunday's practice, Jones talked about just how close, of course, the Cowboys were to taking Johnny Football with the 16th overall pick. But speaking at a function in June in Arkansas honoring Jones' former coach, Frank Broyles, Jones had to say about how difficult it was to pass on Manziel. He goes, quote, "Well, it was," Jones said.
Well, it was.
Yes, it was. First of all, I couldn't believe he had fallen there. And secondly, we had spent a lot of time. I'd spent a lot of time. He's the kind of player that can be that kind of difference maker. There's no doubt in my mind that he'll be a successful player. We have in Romo what I consider to be the better quarterback, but there's also the future. There's also insurance if you don't have him. If anybody could have adjusted to Manziel's style, we could have, because we are a lot like that with Tony Romo. That's what he said back in June, Jeff.
Oh, poor Bobola.
And he's the one, remember, Jerry Jones continues to say, I've got my future quarterback who I signed to a big extension. What do you say about that?
Well, he's been saying that, but now he's starting to lay the groundwork to get rid of Tony Romo. And if you think Brandon Whedon's going to be your future quarterback, you're freaking crazy.
Cowboys haven't been big, of course, since the Troy Aikman era.
Listen, you got we're going to have a Cowboy fan coming on in the second hour of the show. Okay? He starts the season every year with them being 8-8. I think this year he's got him worse than that. I know Josh, if I remember correctly, the producer of the show, has got him at 5-11.
I believe it's like 5-11, the Encyclopedia Man, or 3-13. He said. No, wait a minute. I think Nick said 3-13. Encyclopedia Man said 5-11. I said 7-9. And Jeff, I think you had them 5-11 too, if I remember correctly.
Because they stink. Josh has them at 3-13.
And then how come, Jerry Jones, that you got Cowboy fans that have been getting on you every time they show him in, like, when he's sitting in an owner's box or up in a box seat, Cowboy fans or even Dallas fans boo him. Like the NCAA tournament saw
care
this year.
He don't care. You know why he don't care? Because he's making money hand over fist. He don't give a flying rat's ass.
And he says, I've been here a quarter century and I've won 3 Super Bowls for the Dallas Cowboys.
He don't care.
And then how Jeff gets mad that he fired Tom Landry.
Hey, you want to know something?
What?
In 2 years, it's going to be 20 years since they made the Super Bowl. The playoffs. Shut the hell up. In 2 more years, it's going to be 20 years since you made the playoffs. What the hell's the matter with you? You remember that stat I blurted out the other day? Since 2009, 22 of the 31 NFL teams have made the playoffs more recently than the Cowboys?
Yeah.
Way to go, Jerry Jones. Woohoo!
And I remember it was like 3 years ago in 2011, they had like 4 or 5 games they blew. Like one of the big games they blew was a 27-3. They had a 27-3 lead. Then they blew that game to the Detroit Lions and lost that game. And Jerry Jones was very fed up about it. And everybody on ESPN and NFL Network was saying, why can't the Cowboys win the big games? And then Jeff, my good buddy and host out there, says, it's simple. Romo can't win the big games. I'm so sick of the media blowing this thing on the Cowboys.
And let me tell you something. If you think Romo was an agile quarterback before, he takes one good shot in the back. I don't want to see a helmet go in his back. I want to see a shoulder pad go right in the middle of his back. And I want to see his head snap back like, oh! And hear him just gasp out it, ah! And boom, done. See
and then you got Brandon Whedon.
And then Brandon Whedon comes in and, now what do we do, Jerry Jones? Oh, damn it.
And then he'll say, it's my responsibility. I'm not getting the job done. I got to figure out a way to get this team going.
And he's going to figure out how to trade for Johnny Manziel.
Look what Encyclopedia Man says. He goes, he is from the Central, though. The fat lady coming nearer.
Me.
She's preparing her tunes.
Me. That's right. She's getting ready. I can hear her in the background. Me. She's getting ready. I can hear her. Okay,
we moved
how
to
fast?
another...
Hold on 1 second. How fast? How many games into the season is the Dallas Cowboys season over?
I'm going to say that after 5 or 6 games, it'll be over.
Okay, so after the 5th or 6th week, Cowboys are done.
Yeah. I'm just making a prediction. Well, Encyclopedia Man says 3.
The producer of the show says 3 weeks into the season, and
what are you saying,
Cowboys are done. I'm kind of like you, Sean. 5 or 6 weeks. When's the first time that they play the Giants? What week?
Let me go look for their schedule here.
What week is that? Is that week 4 or 5 it is? Or something like that?
Before we go to that update.
Yeah, before we go to that update. Yeah, because I have a feeling that the Giants are going to be the team to knock him out.
The first time that the Cowboys play the New York Football Giants, Sunday, October 19th. They're hosting that game.
What week is that?
That will be week 7.
Yeah, I think the Cowboys will be done before that.
And then week 12 at New York Giants, and that is a Sunday night football game, the 23rd of November.
That could be, week 7 could be the week where the Giants just knock Romo completely out of the season.
Yeah, and then they won't see each other for another 5 weeks.
He gets banged around in week 5, he gets banged around in week 6, and he gets taken out in week 7. Perfect
and then Jerry
scenario.
Jones will say, that's not fair the way the Giants play.
Yeah, exactly. That's not fair the way the Giants came after Tony. They knew he was hurt, and they still came after him. Oh, man, that's not right. Hey, you know something? On that note, we're going to run to our first update of the day. This update is brought to you by ShirtShopper.net. Now, listen, boys and girls. With the NFL season coming, head on over to ShirtShopper.net. You'll see the Sports tab. Put your cursor over the Sports tab. Drop-down menu, click on NFL, pick your favorite NFL team, and get your NFL shirt today from ShirtShopper.net. Take it away, Sean Mann, with the first update of the day.
Thanks, Jeff, and everybody. Welcome. 46 minutes past the hour, July 28th, 2014, Monday. We're going to start Major League Baseball. Of course, here's the one final from today in the National League. The Braves shut out the Padres by a score of 2-0. Here are the other games that we have. The Diamondbacks at the Reds, Phillies at the Mets, Nationals at the Marlins, Rockies at the Cubs, and the Pirates taking on the Giants. Switching to the American League, it'll be the Monday Night Baseball on ESPN. That'll be the Blue Jays taking on the Red Sox. Here are the other games, interleague play. Brewers at the Rays, Yankees at the Rangers, and Athletics taking on the Astros. In the NFL, here's the big story headlines. Jerry Jones has come out and said, we were seconds away from acquiring Johnny Manziel, Johnny Football as they would call it, but they decided that he liked what he had with Tony Romo, and he went with a little bit of offensive help to help their team out. In the NBA, of course, here's the big news coming. The ruling is, here's breaking news, by the way, a judge has ruled against the Clippers owner Donald Sterling and cleared the way for the $2 billion sale of the team to Steve Ballmer. That just came in a little bit ago as the big headline. Another big story from Los Angeles. We switched from the Clippers to the LA Lakers, and that is Byron Scott will be hired as the new head coach of the Los Angeles Lakers. So the coaching search is all over with. Joakim has come out and said, we want to beat LeBron James. And an Eastern Conference that is wide open, expect things to be real interesting when the Bulls and the Cavaliers go up against each other. This update was brought to you by ShirtShopper.net. Let's head to a commercial break. When we come back, we've got a lot more sports stories to get to.
I had PTSD. Once I was back from Iraq, I was distant from everybody in my family.
We had a reunion of our unit, and you'd hear these spouses say, "Is your husband doing that? My husband's doing that too. I thought it was just us." And really understanding that, hey, this is a common experience.
I learned more to listen to what he was saying, and that made it easier for me to understand where his pain was coming from.
Warriors should know that resources are available. Learn more at realwarriors.net.
Every parent wants the safest and healthiest products for their family. That's why I created The Honest Company. I was just a concerned mom with a crazy dream. A wish that there was a company that I could rely on that did all of the hard work for me. I'm Jessica Alba, and The Honest Company was my dream.
LegalZoom has helped 1 million businesses successfully get started, including Jessica's. Launch your dream at LegalZoom today. Call us. We're here to help.
Confusion ever someone or have sudden you trouble had speaking, understanding?
Understanding trouble? Have you sudden have or speaking someone ever confusion?
Have you ever had sudden confusion, trouble speaking, or understanding someone?
It could be one of the 5 signs of stroke.
Sudden weakness or numbness of the face, arm, or leg.
Sudden trouble with vision in one or both eyes.
Suddenly having trouble walking or difficulty with balance.
Or a sudden intense headache that comes out of nowhere.
If you or someone you know has any of these symptoms, don't wait. Call 911 immediately. You could make a difference in someone's life, someone you love, maybe even your own.
It's late until, wait, don't too.
Don't wait until it's too late. Time lost is brain lost.
Find out more at powertoendstroke.org. Brought to you by the American Heart Association, American Stroke Association, and the Ad Council.
My mother made the best toffee in the world. It's delicious. So now we've turned her toffee into a business. My goal was to take an idea and make it happen. I'm Janet Long, and I formed my toffee company through LegalZoom. I never really thought I would make money doing what I love.
We created LegalZoom to help people start their business and launch their dreams. Go to LegalZoom.com today and make your business dream a reality. At LegalZoom.com, we put the law on your side.
Hey everybody, this is Sky. And when I want to know what's going on in the wonderful world of sports, I tune to Sports World Radio.
All right, welcome back to Sports World Radio. Jeff Escow, Sean Mann, bringing you the best 2 hours of sports talk on the internet each and every Monday through Friday, 6 p.m. Eastern, 3 p.m. Western. And if you live in the Central,
figure that out for yourself.
Wow, look at you. Kind of mellow, huh?
Turned a little bit. 51 minutes past the hour. Here's the next story that we get to. We move to the NBA. Byron Scott says the Lakers have hired him as coach, but L.A. says no deal has been reached, so I was glad to get that corrected. The L.A. Lakers have waited nearly 3 months to hire a new coach, and they are apparently making Byron Scott wait a few more days.
Sure,
Scott said this weekend that he has been hired by the L.A. Lakers, but the club insisted Sunday that no deal has been reached. Byron Scott, of course, you all remember, he won 3 NBA titles as a shooting guard for the Lakers, told KCBS TV he will take over the club, which hasn't had a coach since Mike D'Antoni resigned April 30th of this year. Jeff, what do you think of this move to get Byron Scott? Good move, bad move? And they're saying it actually is kind of a bad move because he won't improve the LA Lakers.
They got to do something. They've been without a head coach for a long time, and Kobe Bryant likes him, so why not keep Kobe happy for the last 2? If he signs a 4-year deal, he ain't going to make it through the contract anyway. I don't know why anybody signs 4-year deals. Every contract should be worth a year anyway.
The Lakers had their worst winning percentage since the Minneapolis Lakers of 1957, 1958.
They stink. What are you going to do?
Missing the playoffs for just the third time in 38 seasons in the NBA's most glamorous franchise was reduced to ineptitude. Scott will be the Lakers' 5th head coach in just over 3 years, starting with Phil Jackson's departure after the 2010-2011 season after they got swept against the Dallas Mavericks. After that, Mike Brown, of course, was the head coach. Mike D'Antoni then came in, replaced Mike Brown and interim coach Bernie Bickerstaff, and they resigned after a 67 and 87 in less than 2 seasons in charge. Scott has been a head coach for parts of 2013 NBA seasons, going 416 and 561 with the Nets, Hornets, and Cavaliers. And, of course, everybody remembers that when Byron Scott was kind of the coach of the Nets, he kind of turned that team around. And when they had Kenyon Martin, Jason Kidd, Keith Van Horn, he kind of turned them around. New Jersey did, but of course they're always the little brother to your New York Knicks there, Jeff.
Yeah, it's going to be, I don't know, Sean. I don't know.
I say it just will make the LA Lakers even worse. It just will. They won't get back to being the dominant team of the Western Conference. Byron Scott may not be a bad fit for him. He's got the experience, but LA has totally lost so many pieces to their team. Losing Pau Gasol was a big blow for the LA Lakers. Kobe Bryant knows fully well he doesn't have much time left. You know, he's only got a few years and he'll be retired. The Lakers are in the midst of the big transitioning. They are having to rebuild, and Byron Scott, I think, is going to be there a few years, and then they'll let him go.
Who knows what the heck's going on up in L.A.? But I don't think how many years has he signed for? I don't think he's going to fulfill his whole freaking contract. Nobody does anymore. Look at freaking Jason Kidd. How many years did he sign with the Nets? 4. Look, he spent 1 year there and he's gone.
Yeah, and then he left and he went to
Contracts
Milwaukee,
don't mean
which was a
nothing.
big mistake.
Contracts don't mean nothing anymore. Nothing.
The Lakers couldn't even retain Pau Gasol, as we spent the past 7 seasons with the club.
Yeah, he went
Then
to
signed it
Chicago. Yeah, he's over there in Chicago over there. That's where he's at, Chicago over there. Hey, really quick, I want to run
no
back.
deal done, but it's very apparent he'll get it done, and he will become the new head coach of the LA Lakers, but it's not going to make them any better. Another story that we have, Jeff, is Joakim Noah. He came out today and he said, you know what, we want to beat LeBron James. I can't wait until we see the matchups between Cleveland and Chicago. You know, all this talk about Cleveland dominating, I don't think so. Remember, a couple weeks ago you told me to read off the list on the air of the Cavaliers roster. I did that. And then I read off the roster of the Chicago Bulls, and clearly the Bulls have the better team.
Not only that, the Bulls have the best team in the East as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah, Joakim Noah, we want to beat LeBron.
Even without Kevin Love. If they get Kevin Love, come on. I would love to see Joakim Noah's words come true. I'm not a Bulls fan. I don't like the Bulls, but I would love to see his words come true. I really, really would. I would love to see that. That would put a smile on my face.
And yeah, and all that talk from Cleveland that they're all excited that LeBron James is coming back to the city. He left 4 years ago, and now he's there signing a 2-year contract, which could be a quick 2 years. Like I've been saying all along, Cleveland fans need to realize that you better enjoy it now because it could be not long-term, but short-term.
Look at Josh Boozer, the new Lamar Odom. Hey, Sean, the Knicks shirt is here. LOL.
The Knicks shirt is here, Sean. LOL. All right. Then I'm ready to see you tag me or post it on Facebook. I want to see it. I know Jeff does.
Post it on Facebook, and then he's got to stick it on his profile for a week. He's got to be his profile picture for a week.
Wow.
Yeah, he knows that. Mm-hmm.
Wow. So the encyclopedia man is going to be doing. Maybe
Right.
you should put that as your Skype profile picture so Frank can see it too, Encyclopedia Man.
Yeah, that's a good idea, Sean. I like that.
Do it for a
great
week.
idea,
I know you wouldn't
Sean.
like it, but do it for a week.
That's a great idea. Put it on the one that doesn't have a picture on it, you rat bastard. Or put it on both
Upload
of
it right
them.
there. It's pretty easy. No problem at all.
Yeah, I like that. That's good.
No more Welcher custom-made teacher.
Well,
That's what he said.
I'm sitting here still. I'm still waiting for the picture. So as far as I'm concerned, you're still welching. And in that, and you know when you put your, because I know you're gonna write something in there, okay? You okay? You just say bet paid off. That's what you're at. Bet paid off.
Bet paid off. You won't have to worry about it.
That's right. Bet paid off.
So yeah, I'll be ready for that when the Bulls play the Cavaliers that first game, wherever, the United Center in Chicago, or when they have to play in Cleveland. So see what happens with that. And of course with Blatt, again, like Jeff says, Blatt's going to be the guy that just a horrible decision to bring him in as head coach of the Cavaliers. I'm still shaking my head about it because what possible coaching experience could he bring to that team? Not a lot.
Who knows? We've talked about this immensely. Who the hell knows what's going on over there? Who freaking knows what he's going to do with that team? Nobody knows. Not even LeBron knows. I don't even think him and LeBron have met yet.
Hard to say.
It's crazy, man. It's just freaking crazy, crazy, crazy. Hey, we're going to run to a commercial break. On the other side of this commercial break, you know what we're going to do?
We're going to bring in Nick, and he's going to give us our defensive players.
That's right. We're going to bring in Nick. We're going to talk to him for a little bit. I'm sure we're going to bust his chops about Cowboys. We'll talk about some other stuff before we start the defensive side of the NFL team for $40. You're listening to Jeff Escow and Sean Mann on
Sports World Radio.
Storms move fast, so we use the best technology. That includes Bosch Icon wiper blades.
They're beam blades with memory tension springs and an aerodynamic design,
which means they fit the curve of the windshield. Bosch Icon wiper blades wiped our windshield clean and outlasted any other blade we've used. In my opinion, the Bosch Icon wiper blades are the best blades out there. Bosch Icon wiper blades, how storm chasers clear the way.
Confusion ever someone or have sudden you trouble had speaking, understanding?
Understanding trouble? Have you sudden have or speaking someone ever confusion?
Have you ever had sudden confusion, trouble speaking, or understanding someone?
It could be one of the 5 signs of stroke.
Sudden weakness or numbness of the face, arm, or leg.
Sudden trouble with vision in one or both eyes.
Suddenly having trouble walking or difficulty with balance.
Or a sudden intense headache that comes out of nowhere.
If you or someone you know has any of these symptoms, don't wait. Call 911 immediately. You could make a difference in someone's life, someone you love, maybe even your own.
It's late until, wait, don't too.
Don't wait until it's too late. Time lost is brain lost.
Find out more at powertoendstroke.org. Brought to you by the American Heart Association, American Stroke Association, and the Ad Council.
Hi, I'm Montel Williams. Most of you know me as a talk show host, but I'm also an author, actor, single father of 4, a fitness writer, avid snowboarder, and I'm also a medical marijuana patient. Like many of the million people who are living with multiple sclerosis, I'm in pain every single day. And sometimes my nerves are so raw that if you brushed up against me in an elevator, I'd scream. I can't sleep at night from the pain, and sometimes the spasms in my legs are so intense they will wake me up throughout the night. I've tried the strongest prescription medications available, and I'm going to tell you, they do not work. In fact, they leave me in a stupor, and most of the time, it's impossible to even live your life. Now, I've tried medical marijuana, and I'm going to tell you something, it works. If you'd like more information about medical marijuana, you can contact the Marijuana Policy Project at mpp.org or call 1-877-JOIN-MPP.
Hey everybody, this is Sky, and when I want to know what's going on in the wonderful world of sports, I tune to Sports World Radio.
All right, welcome back to Sports World Radio. Jeff Escow, Showman, and now joining us like he does each and every Monday, our good friend Nicholas Spiva. What's going on, buddy?
Hey, not much, guys. How's it going?
Good. How are you, pal?
I'm doing good. It's been a busy weekend.
Wow.
I
Somebody
watched
here
a
with
little Canadian football. Did you guys watch any of that this week on ESPN?
Okay, now let me ask you a question. Would you rather watch Canadian football or soccer?
I'd rather watch Canadian football. But you know what? I did watch a little soccer yesterday from Soldier Field. I could have swore I saw Josh out there with a painted painted chest or something. Liverpool was playing.
Painted chest that said New York Knicks on it, right?
Yeah, I think that was him.
He says, "Time to school you boys again."
That's great. That's great. That's so funny, man. That's so funny. So you watched a little Canadian football yesterday. Was that because
It's Saturday. It was Saturday night, 9:00.
Was that because of Chad Ochocinco Johnson?
No, he wasn't playing. It was Edmonton and Toronto, I believe, or Toronto and somebody.
So is that you just itching to watch some football?
Yeah, I'm big football. I watch any kind of football.
That's
I do like
itching.
the.
So that's just you itching to watch me some football.
I'm ready for Friday or Sunday. Excuse me, Sunday night. Even though it's the Giants, I could care less about the Giants, but it's football. I'll watch it.
I probably won't even watch the game. Shows you how much I care, and I'm a Giant fan.
I'll be watching.
Not a lot of.
Go ahead, Sean.
Not a lot of people care about the exhibition.
Because I'm not a preseason fan. I don't give a flying fig Newton about it.
I like to follow the college guys who I watch because I'm a big college fan, so I watch a lot of college football and know a lot of those guys that played in college. I just want to see how they do, see how the Cowboys do. I get to watch all those games.
Cowboys are coming to San Diego.
I know.
To play. You should fly out here, and we should go to that game together.
If I had any money, I sure would do. I'd love to go to San Diego.
You know, or drive your ratty ass truck out here. And come on out
it'd
to
be
San
cheap
Diego.
for me to fly.
Yeah, no, it'd be cheaper for you to fly.
Oh yeah, I'd spend too much money on gas.
Yes, exactly.
Louise.
Just gas alone, dude. And I know you're a big guy. Forget about it. Just the gas alone. I know you're a big food too. Forget about it. But just the gas alone, you know what I'm saying?
Now, if I had an electric car,
you'd have a place
see
to
that?
stay.
The guy made it from like New York to Key West or something like that.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, well, you might be able to
slept
make
in his
it.
car. He didn't pay anything.
Well, there you
paid
go.
Nothing.
There you go.
So yeah, if I had an electric car, I'd be out there.
Hey, the ride from Texas to San Diego ain't that bad. I drove from Oklahoma to San Diego, and I went through Texas. So the drive, it's not that bad. I mean,
me and my mom went to my cousin's wedding in Los Angeles about 4 years ago.
Texas is
we
huge,
drove.
Man. It takes days to drive through that freaking town.
Well, I'm in Oklahoma. I'm north, so I don't have to go. We go through the Panhandle, but
you go through a little part of Texas, right?
Yeah.
That's what I did.
The place nobody cares about, the Panhandle is just nothing but desert.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, no. So back to sports, my friend. So but you should. That would be great. I would go to the game if you came out here. But
I would love to go. I would love to go. When I was in Los Angeles, I almost made it down to San Diego for a football game.
The last game I went to in San Diego was 2012. I'm looking at it right now. 2012 December game, Oakland Raider game.
That would have been a good game to go to. The Raiders, their fans are nuts.
It was the Sunday afternoon game. Yeah, it was.
Did you get any fights or anything?
Yeah, it was a fight right behind us.
Jeez, those Oakland fans are crazy.
3 rows up from behind us, and it was me, my brother-in-law, and my nephew. As soon as the fight broke out, I grabbed my nephew and I stuck him between me and my brother-in-law.
Crazy.
And I grabbed the aisle, and my brother-in-law watched the other side, and don't worry about it, kid. Nobody's getting through. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's crazy.
And we were right there, man. I think we were second row or third row from the field. I mean, and there was like fight right behind us, and another one behind us, and another one. It's like, dude, what the heck's going on here? And you want to know something? Before that game, because we got down there early, we wanted to hang out, see if we can get some. You know, my little nephew wanted to see if he can get some autographs and things like that. And I ended up talking to Billy Ray Smith. He was on the field. I called him over and talked to him for a little while. Coach Katera was down there, so I was talking to a couple people I knew. It was kind of cool. But before the game, it hailed in San Diego.
That's crazy.
Dude, it hailed like an SOB. It hailed like you wouldn't believe. We were sitting there talking, having a good time, drinking a Coke and stuff. Just the 3 of us hanging out in our seats, and it just started to calm down. This is before the game. Good half hour, 40 minutes before the game. Just pouring hailing down. We go running in. We're sitting underneath. We go underneath. We're just hanging out. 20 minutes later, it stops. The sun comes out. It's freaking beautiful. It's like, what
Crazy.
the? This is San Diego. What's going on here?
Well, that's like here. It'll be snowing one day, then it's 75 the next day.
You know, it was like
the next day we have tornadoes.
It was like, thanks a lot, Raider fans. You know,
Raiders.
Thanks a lot, Raiders, bringing that crappy weather down. And it was beautiful. And then fights started breaking out. One dude, man, got clocked in the nose. You could see the blood just going.
Nice.
Yeah, it was nice.
Nice. I actually had a broken nose when I played baseball. I didn't know the pain. Blood just was everywhere.
Yeah, my nephew got a pair of gloves from a Chargers wide receiver.
Nice.
You know, it was cool. Billy Ray Smith came over, and I introduced him to my nephew and my, brother-in-law, and he signed something for him. You know, I introduced him to John Katera. John Katera brought over a couple of the Charger players and introduced him. You know, it was pretty cool for my nephew. He dug it.
That's cool.
He dug it. Everybody
That's
was around.
really cool.
Yeah, we were sitting there. Everybody came up to me and goes, "Who the hell are you?" You know? I'm like, I'm nobody. I just know people. You know? I'm like, oh, that was cool, huh? And everybody wanted to see the autographs and all that during the game. So, yeah, the kid had a great time. You know?
That's great.
Yeah, we took the trolley from my house right to the stadium. It takes you right to the stadium. $5 round trip.
That's really good. They used to do that at Dallas Cowboy games. Me and my dad would take a bus. They'd drop you off right at the front door.
I mean,
and something changed, and they dropped us off like 4 miles away. We had to park across the highway, go over a bridge, up a hill, down a hill. It's ridiculous.
We drive to the trolley station, which is approximately 5-minute drive from my house. Park the car at the trolley station, hop on the trolley, take the trolley right to you walk off the trolley, boom, you walk right into the stadium.
Nice.
How about
that? Yeah, that's what we used to do that too.
You go right
now
into
they have,
the stadium.
You ever do the package deals? I don't know if San Diego does it, but Dallas does package deals. You can stay at the same hotel as the Cowboy players. You get to get a free breakfast.
Yeah, they do that. They do that down here with the visiting players. Yeah, I visited.
And then they take you by a bus, little bus. This does drop you off at the front door.
Yeah, it's
drop
pretty
you
cool.
off, pick you up, take you back home.
It's pretty cool. And for the Padres, the trolley is probably maybe 150 steps away from the stadium, maybe 200 steps.
You can't beat that.
Come on, away from Petco Park. How can you beat that? And you want to know something? $5 round trip for that too. Come on.
That's a whole lot better than paying $50 to park.
Well, yeah, it's $15 to park. Actually, you know what? We went to the game last time for the fedora hats. My sister didn't want to take the trolley; she wanted to drive, because it would have been $15 for us to take the trolley down there. You know, for the three of us. So it's $15. So she said for the extra $5, let's just drive down. So she paid $20 for parking. $20 for parking.
That's not bad.
$20 for parking underground. Okay?
That's even better.
Yeah, underground. So, or if you're by yourself or with your girlfriend, instead of paying $20, you could pay $10 round trip.
That's not bad at all.
I would rather pay the $10 round trip.
Just be careful that you don't have to do an anger management course if you get busted and thrown out of a football stadium.
Well, that's only in football stadiums. If you get thrown out of Major League Baseball stadiums, I don't think they have the anger management.
No, they don't have that. But in NFL, you got to be careful with that. Because, Nick, Roger Goodell put up a rule a few years ago saying, if you get kicked out of an NFL stadium for bad behavior, you have to take an anger management course.
Fans, yeah. I know.
Roger Goodell's an idiot.
Yeah, Roger Goodell is an idiot. How does Roger Goodell give a 2-game suspension to Ray Rice for doing what he did? 2 freaking games?
That's also crazy. And then you have a guy tells a bad gay joke or something for the Twin or for the Vikings.
Yeah.
Gets a 3-game suspension.
He gets a 3-game. He got more game suspension for telling a bad joke than the guy who actually did the freaking harm. How does that make any sense?
The linebacker who got suspended 4 games for taking a. He was trying to. It was like a fertility drug.
Yeah, I know, to get pregnant.
4 games
and guess
for
what?
that.
And guess what? His wife got pregnant.
4 games. Yeah, how's that helping you perform on the field? That's where they don't have it. It's.
And
you don't use any common
really,
sense anymore.
You know what really annoys me out of this, too? Is if a football player gets busted for marijuana, he gets a 4-game suspension.
Yep.
For marijuana. This guy put hands on his wife and he gets 2?
Knocks her out.
Puts hands on his wife and he gets 2. Does that make any sense whatsoever?
No, what's going to happen to the guy from Carolina? Did the same thing. The big defensive end or defensive tackle. What's his name? He was a big free agent defensive tackle for the Carolina Panthers. Had the same thing. I don't know. His suspension is supposed to be coming up sometime in the next week or so.
What about Roethlisberger?
Yeah, twice. Yeah, what didn't happen 2 times? That's it.
Come on, man. You know what I would have done if I'm the commissioner? I suspend him for the season.
Yeah, that's what I would have done. My initial reaction was at least 8 games, but then after that, sure, why not a full season?
Suspend him for the whole season.
They'll say, I'll appeal
No,
that.
that's okay. Suspend him for the 2 games, let him hear all the appeals, and then maybe they cut it down to 8, or they cut it down to 6, or they cut it down to 4. Suspend him for the whole season, let him cut it down to 8, 6, or 4.
Roger Goodell's probably saying,
okay
I want to be an old softy. I mean, come on, we got to let the NFL players play their games and get paid their money.
Wow, blammo. Cabrera just hit a 2-run homer against the Red Sox in the first inning. Blammo.
Yeah, the Red Sox are about to disband, aren't they? They're going to trade a couple more pitchers.
Yeah, Red Sox are about to go into the toilet. That means that Sean will be taking down his Red Sox gear pretty soon.
And then who will he go to
but
now? Who's he going to jump to now?
He's giving him a deadline. That's great. Hey, we're going to run to a quick commercial break. On the other side of this break, what we're going to do is we're going to start our NFL defensive side of the ball for $40. You'll get more information when we come back. You're listening to Pascal Showman on
Sports World Radio.
Storms move fast, so we use the best technology. That includes Bosch Icon wiper blades.
They're beam blades with memory tension springs and an aerodynamic design,
which means they fit the curve of the windshield. Bosch Icon wiper blades wiped our windshield clean and outlasted any other blade we've used. In my opinion, the Bosch Icon wiper blades are the best blades out there. Bosch Icon wiper blades, how storm chasers clear the way.
Did you know that just 30 minutes a day of physical activity can improve your health and decrease your risk of heart disease? For every hour of regular vigorous exercise, you gain 2 hours of life expectancy. So start walking for yourself and for your heart. Start walking with your family. You'll feel better. Start walking in your community. You'll lead happier and healthier lives. Start walking. Start something. Join the movement today. For more information on the American Heart Association's START program, visit startwalkingnow.org and start walking. Start something.
What kind of person gets to work in the sunshine instead of an office? This kind of person. I am the new way to work. I do have an office. I'm just not chained to it. It's a Regis office at one of the nicest addresses in the city. I don't have a lease, so I don't have to budget for stuff like phones, IT guys, and artwork for the lobby. Instead, I pay one low monthly rate that gives me a beautiful lobby that impresses my clients, a friendly receptionist, a fully furnished office, a place to meet, and a place to brainstorm with my fellow New Way to Workers. We wonder why more people don't realize that the new way to work is the best way to work. I come here because I want to, not because I have to. I am the new way to work, and I'd like you to join me.
Start now and get 1 month free. Call 1-800-OFFICES or visit regis.com/TV.
Hey everybody, this is Sky. And when I want to know what's going on in the wonderful world of sports, I tune to Sports World Radio.
Hey, welcome back to Sports World Radio. Jeff Escow Showman, and it's Monday, so that must mean it's Nicholas Spiva Day. It is because he's joining us in the second half of the show. Now, we've been doing this with Nicholas for the last couple of weeks, making teams, whether it be a baseball team, basketball team, football team, offensive, defense, whatever, and only using $40 total. $40, that's all we're allowed to use, $40 total. Nicholas is. We did the last time Nicholas was on. We did the offensive side of NFL. Today we're going to do the defensive side of the NFL. It should be interesting. Hey, Nicholas, how hard was that to get together?
This is pretty difficult. You have a lot of great players. Only you have 5 for position, but you know what? Defense, you have a lot of interchangeable parts. You have 2 defensive tackles, 2 defensive ends, 3 to 4 linebackers, depending on what, two cornerbacks. So you have a lot of players to choose from. So maybe not quite as difficult as the offense, but still you have to go back and try to find a lot of the great players. And this was fun to do. So I'm going to give you guys an option. I have 12 players here.
Uh-oh.
But I'm going to let you pick. Do you want to do a 4-3 defense or a 3-4 defense? So I have the extra defensive tackle if you want to do that, or I have the extra linebacker if you want to go with a 4 or a 3-4.
What do you think there, Mr. Sean?
So it's entirely up to you guys.
3-4 or 4-3?
It's up to you, Jeff.
Oh, you're a son of a bitch. Hey.
No. I mean, it's in each individual person.
Oh, okay.
So if Jeff, you want to do a 3-4, you can do that, and Sean do 4-3 or whatever.
Oh, okay.
It's up to you guys. I have it set up where
we have to tell you beforehand.
Do the players.
We got to tell you beforehand what we're doing, right? We should.
Yeah.
We should. This way you know. This way you can mark it down and you know what the hell to do, right?
Yeah.
So like
and since you say you do a 4-3 or a 3-4, that means you'll have 10 defensive tackles to choose for your one defense player instead of 5.
See?
So there you. It's entirely up to you.
Yeah, but I don't think the Giants play a 3-4. I think they play a 4-3.
I think so.
Yeah, so I'm going with a 4-3.
Okay. I think I'm going to stick with the 4-3.
I guess I'll stick with the 4-3.
Josh, what are you doing? Hope he's the odd man out, goes 3-4, and really screws the pooch.
Leave it to Josh to screw everybody up.
Leave it to the producer to screw the whole show up. Why not? Well, when he writes it down there, then we'll get to him. So the 3 of us are doing a 4-3.
Okay, 4-3. So everybody's doing a 4-3.
Makes it easy for you, correct?
Yeah, that's fine with me. So that means you'll have 10 linebackers to choose for your middle linebacker.
Ooh, that's great.
So that's not bad.
$40, right? I'm writing this
$40.
$40.
All right, let's start with the defensive end. $5, you can have Deacon Jones. $4, Leroy Selman. $3, Mark Gastineau.
Oh.
$2, Bruce Smith. $1, Charles Haley.
Oh, you're killing me.
Oh, you just got me there too, Nick. I'm going to go with Bruce Smith.
Oh, you're killing me.
You got Jeff puzzled there.
I'm writing the guy's name on my piece of paper right now. Hold on a second. And then I'm writing his points.
Nick's got Bruce. You got Bruce Smith down there for me there, Nick?
I got you, Sean.
You went with Bruce Smith. Encyclopedia man goes with Bruce Smith.
Defensive end, right?
Number 78 for the Buffalo Bills.
I'm going to go with Charles Haley.
Okay.
Ooh, that's a good one.
There wouldn't be no Bruce Smith or Charles Haley without Dinky Jones.
Gastineau was a tough choice, too. I was thinking of maybe going with Mark Gastineau.
Me too, but there wouldn't be no Mark Gastineau, there wouldn't be no Bruce Smith, there wouldn't be no Haley without freaking Deacon Jones.
So that's your pick. Deacon Jones?
Pick. Yeah, and he's 5 points, right?
$5.
Oh, my God.
And Bruce Smith's $2 for me, right?
Yes.
Okay, got $35 to go. Next.
All right. Okay, we'll go with the defensive tackle. All right, now what do you got? I'm going to leave this up to you guys. Now, we have 10 defensive tackles. Do you want to be able to choose any one you want, or do you want to have like 2 separate one? I have them listed as 2 separate columns.
Columns is what?
As you have 2 different defensive tackles. So, for example, I'll give you my first 5 for defensive tackle. $5, Joe Green. $4, Alan Page. $3, Randy White. $2, Warren Sapp. $1, Dan Hampton. Now, do you want to be able to choose, let's say, if you wanted Joe Green and Randy White, do you guys want to be able to do that for your defensive tackles?
Well, we got
or do
2
you want to list
defensive
the other
tackles,
ones?
right?
What's that?
How many defensive tackles we picking? 1 or 2?
I've got 2 of them. So you got 10 players to choose from, I suppose, if you wanted to do it that way.
We have to pick two defensive tackles, though, correct?
Yeah. If you're doing a 4-3, yeah.
Yeah, we're all doing a 4-3, so we all got to
So,
pick 2 defensive
2
tackles. Right?
Right.
Okay, I like the way you got it set.
Okay, so we'll just do one set first. So
Yeah.
I'll read them again. Joe Green for 5, Alan Page for 4, Randy White for 3, Warren Sapp for 2, Dan Hampton for 1.
Who you taking, Sean?
$5 on Joe Green.
Mean Joe Green. Right?
Joe Green.
Jeff remembers growing up watching Joe Green.
And I'll tell you something right now. All those other players on that list are nothing without Mean Joe Green, but I'm not taking them because I can't afford them.
Encyclopedia Man says I'm going with Dan
taking Dan
Hampton.
This is a tough one.
I'm taking Randy White.
That's who I was going to take.
Sean's
the Manster.
surprised. Why are you surprised, Sean?
No, I just thought it. No, I'm not surprised at all.
Sean, I'm going to say something, and it shouldn't shock you. Back in the day when I was growing up, when Randy White and Too-Told Jones and Tony Dorsett and Roger Staubach and Pearson and all those guys were playing for the Cowboys, I was a Cowboy fan.
That's right.
Okay? What they did to Tom Landry, no more Cowboy fans.
Blame Terry Jones for that, yeah.
That's right. Okay, so what do you got next?
All right. Second defensive tackle.
Mm-hmm.
$5. You got Bob Lilly. $4 Merlin Olsen. $3 John Randall. $2 Howie Long. Or $1 William the Refrigerator Perry.
I'll go with John Randall.
This is a tough one.
It was.
I'm going with
I was
Howie
a big fan of the fridge.
I'm going with Howie Long. He's 2 points, right?
Howie Long, yes, sir.
I'm going with Howie Long.
I think I'm going to go with Howie Long as well.
I want a little speed in there, you know?
I went with John Randall, and I'm waiting for Encyclopedia Man.
I bet he goes with the fridge.
Yeah, I bet he does too, because the fridge is only 1 point. Why wouldn't he?
All right, this next one's going to be a tough one. Defensive end. Reggie White for 5. Jared Allen for 4. Dexter Manley for 3.
He went with Howie Long. He went with Howie Long.
It surprises me.
Okay, do him over again, please. I'm sorry for interrupting.
It's all right. Reggie White for 5. Jared Allen for 4. Dexter Manley for 3. Leslie O'Neal for 2. Michael Strahan for 1.
Oh, I know who Jeff will go with. I'm going to go with Reggie White.
Sean, Reggie White.
I'm going with Michael Strahan.
Yeah, I knew it. I knew that was coming right away the minute
yeah, man.
Nick said that.
Put him in there. You give me
I'm
a
gonna
chance
take
to be number 1.
Leslie O'Neal.
Leslie O'Neal.
Taking Michael Strahan for 1 point. Hell yeah. He's going into the Hall of Fame. You giving me 1 point? Heck yeah, I'm taking him.
Wonder how much money we have left to spend.
All right, Sean. Funny you asked, Sean.
I got 29. I know exactly how much I got left.
You have spent $15, so you have $25 left.
I do. Oh, and look who's coming up there. Jared Allen, the Encyclopedia Man.
Jared Allen.
Ooh.
Another Bear. He's going to have a Bears team.
Josh has spent $9. He's got 31, and I've only spent $8, so I have 32 left.
And I got
25 bucks.
And I got 29 left. Right?
Yes, sir. That's correct. All right, let's go to outside linebacker.
Okay.
Lawrence Taylor for 5. Derek Thomas for 4. Ricky Jackson for 3. Wilbur Marshall for 2. Junior Seau for 1.
I'm going to go with Lawrence Taylor for 5.
Sean, big spender.
You are a rat. You couldn't split those two up, right?
It's tough. I probably could have, but
you had to put them in the same freaking OLB, huh? Oh, you know which two I'm talking about, don't you?
Lawrence Taylor and Derek Thomas?
No. Lawrence Taylor and Junior Seau.
Junior Seau.
Yeah.
Wilbur Marshall for Josh.
Because there would be no Junior Seau without Lawrence Taylor. That's for damn sure. But I got to take Junior Seau for $1.
All right, Jeff. Junior Seau.
How can you not? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, I really wanted Lawrence Taylor for $5, but I'm looking at my points here, and I'm like,
All right, here we go. We're coming to the middle linebackers here, okay?
Mm-hmm.
We've got 10 of them because since everybody's taking one middle linebacker, you get to choose your choice of these 10. So I'll run down the first 5. You tell me if you want any, and then I'll run down the second 5.
Okay.
The first 5, you have Ray Lewis for 5, Dick Butkus for 4, Ray Nitschke for 3, Nick Buoniconti for 2, Leroy Jordan for 1, or you could have Jack Lambert for 5, Mike Singletary for 4, Chuck Bednarik for 3, Brian Urlacher for 2, Zach Thomas for 1.
I'm going to go with Jack Lambert.
Ooh, Jack Lambert.
An update. That'll give Jeff time to think.
No, I know who I'm going for. How many points was Ray Nitschke?
3.
That's who I'm taking. And I'll tell you
Ray
why.
Nitschke.
And the encyclopedia man went with Dick Butkus.
I'll tell you why I took Ray Nitschke.
I'm going to go with Mike Singletary.
Because when my son was born, he looked like Ray Nitschke. Everybody says, look at him, he looks like a little Ray Nitschke. And we all called him Nitschke for a little while. So I'm going with Ray Nitschke.
All right, that's middle linebacker. Are we taking a break, or are we going to go to the next
let's run to a quick. Oh, we got an update here, right? Okay, this is our final update. Let's do this update. This update is brought to you by Keurig.coffeemachines.com. You need coffee, you need tea, you need a coffee machine, you need something to hold all your coffee in. Head on over to KeurigCoffeeMachines.com. Brewing perfection, 1 cup at a time. That's KeurigCoffeeMachines.com. Take it away, Sean Mann, with the final update of the day. Okay, go ahead.
The Brewers at the Rays in interleague play. And other games that we have in the American League, only 2 other games. The Yankees taking on the Rangers down the ballpark in Arlington, and the Astros taking on the Astros at Minute Maid Park down in Houston. In the National League, here are the games that we have. Reds have struck for 1 run. They lead 1-0 against the Diamondbacks. Phillies at the Mets. Mets have a 2-0 lead against the Phillies. Marlins lead 1-0 against Nationals lead the Marlins 1-0. Other games, the Rockies at the Cubs, Pirates at the Giants, and the other game was a final today, the Braves over the Padres, 2-0 in the shutout. In the NBA, of course, here's the big news that's going on. The Clippers can be sold, of course. A judge has ruled against Clippers owner Donald Sterling and cleared the way for the $2 billion sale of the team to Steve Ballmer. Other news to report, Byron Scott may be the Lakers head coach, but nothing is official as of yet. They still have a lot of details to be worked out, but it still are that indications that Byron Scott will be the next head coach of the LA Lakers. This update was brought to you by CoffeeKeurig.com. When we come back from our commercial break, we're going to be talking more about the defensive players that we are doing with Nicholas Spiva and, of course, the host of Sports World Radio, Jeff Eskow. Now to commercial.
Welcome to the Man Manual. Man comes with a multifunctional casing known as skin. It is remarkable. Warning, standard body wash can cause damage to man's skin. Maintain it properly with Dove Men Plus Care Body Wash. It cleans man and protects skin from dryness. This will keep man's skin remarkable, even under extreme testing. Dove Men Plus Care Body Wash. Skin care built in. Also, freshen man's exterior with new Aqua Impact Body Wash.
Why does consultant Jerry Howell stay at La Quinta?
Can you come back tomorrow?
Because only with La Quinta can Jerry instant hold the room tonight using just his phone number. And then power down for tomorrow on his pillow top bed. And when Jerry's refreshed, you know what he does?
We need ideas, people. Think. Synergistic integration. Genius.
He thinks outside the box.
I'm going for it. No.
La Quinta Inns and Suites take care of you so you can take care of business. Instant hold your next stay on your smartphone at LQ.com.
La Quinta.
Chloe is 9 months old.
She is the greatest thing ever.
One little smile, one little laugh. Anybody? We would do anything for her. My name is Kim Bryant, and my husband and I made a will on LegalZoom.
It was really easy to do.
We created LegalZoom to help you take care of the ones you love. Go to LegalZoom.com today and complete your will in minutes. At LegalZoom.com, we put the law on your side.
Hi, I'm Montel Williams. Most of you know me as a talk show host, but I'm also an author, actor, single father of 4, a fitness writer, avid snowboarder, and I'm also a medical marijuana patient. Like many of the million people who are living with multiple sclerosis, I'm in pain every single day. And sometimes my nerves are so raw that if you brushed up against me in an elevator, I'd scream. I can't sleep at night from the pain, and sometimes the spasms in my legs are so intense they will wake me up throughout the night. I've tried the strongest prescription medications available, and I'm going to tell you, they do not work. In fact, they leave me in a stupor, and most of the time, it's impossible to even live your life. Now, I've tried medical marijuana, and I'm going to tell you something, it works. If you'd like more information about medical marijuana, you can contact the Marijuana Policy Project at mpp.org or call 1-877-JOIN-MPP.
Have you ever someone or have sudden you trouble had speaking, understanding?
Understanding trouble? Have you sudden have or speaking someone ever confusion?
Have you ever had sudden confusion, trouble speaking, or understanding someone?
It could be one of the 5 signs of stroke.
Sudden weakness or numbness of the face, arm, or leg.
Sudden trouble with vision in one or both eyes.
Suddenly having trouble walking or difficulty with balance.
Or a sudden intense headache that comes out of nowhere.
If you or someone you know has any of these symptoms, don't wait. Call 911 immediately. You could make a difference in someone's life, someone you love, maybe even your own.
It's late until, wait, don't too.
Don't wait until it's too late. Time lost is brain lost.
Find out more at powertoendstroke.org. Brought to you by the American Heart Association, American Stroke Association, and the Ad Council.
Hey everybody, this is Sky. And when I want to know what's going on in the wonderful world of sports, I tune to Sports World Radio.
Welcome back to Sports World Radio. Jeff S., Sean Mann, and joining us like he does each and every Monday, Nicholas Spiva in the house. All right, so before we went to commercial break, we're putting together our defensive NFL team for $40, right? That's a good way of putting it, right, guys?
Yeah, that sounds about right.
That sounds about right. Our all-time defensive NFL team for $40, right?
Yeah. Defensive team. Update. I have $24 left. Jeff, you have 25. Mm-hmm. Sean has 17, and Josh has 25.
Josh doesn't seem to be spending a lot of money.
And we have 5 more players to go.
All right, let's bust them out.
All right, I'm going to give you guys an option here. We have another outside linebacker. Do you want to be able to go back and choose from the previous outside linebackers, or do you just want to choose from this set of 5 I'm going to give you?
Let's choose from a new set.
Okay. All right. For $5, DeMarcus Ware. $4, Andre Tippett. $3, Kevin Green. $2, Derek Brooks. $1, Terrell Suggs.
Damn. Now I'm like, I shouldn't have said that.
I know, or you can go back. I mean, the outside linebackers are interchangeable.
How much is LT? $5?
$5. Derek Thomas for $4. Ricky Jackson for $3. Wilbur Marshall for 2, or Junior Seau for 1.
I'm taking LT.
All
I'm
right.
going to go with Derek Thomas.
Sean.
Yeah, I'm taking LT. I got to.
Yeah, I think I'm going to go with Lawrence Taylor.
Yeah, I got to.
Now we're just waiting on Josh for his pick.
Yeah, what else is new? That's because he's not on the line with us, so it takes him a little longer because he's got to hear the bull.
LT.
Pick the bull.
Big. Josh spending out some big bucks now.
He is, yeah. Okay, so I got $20 left.
$20. I've got 19. Sean with 13. Josh with 20. All right, here we come to the big secondary positions now. All right, for cornerback, Deion Sanders for 5, Rod Woodson for 4, Mel Blount for 3, Charles Woodson for 2, Darrell Green for 1.
I'll take Charles Woodson for 2.
Sean?
4 players left, right?
4 players, yes, sir. Man, this is a tough one. I think I'm going to go with Dion.
That's who I'm taking.
And then we'll wait for Josh's pick. While we're waiting, we'll go into the next cornerback. $5, Champ Bailey. Oh, man, I made a mistake. First mistake I've made on this. I have Darrell Green on here twice. Oops. All right, we're going to choose from Darrell Green again for 4. Night Train Lane for 3. Ty Law for 2, or Willie Brown for 1.
Ty Law for 2.
That's who I'm taking.
Ty Law. All right, I'll go with.
He's going with Charles Woodson, the Encyclopedia Man.
I'm going to go with Darrell Green for 4. All right. Free safety. This is a tough one here. $5, Ronnie Lott. $4, Ed Reed. $3, Steve Atwater. $2, Eugene Robinson. $1, Brian Dawkins.
I'm taking
Ronnie Lott for $5.
Wow,
Sean.
I'm taking Ronnie Lott too.
You're taking Ronnie Lott.
Yeah, I'm going to take Ronnie Lott.
It's a no-brainer.
Yeah, well, if you got no money left, it's not a no-brainer.
Well, Sean is down to $4.
That's not bad, man.
So hope he
many
didn't want the
players?
top strong safety.
He's got 1 player left, right?
1 player left.
Not bad, man.
Hey, Josh, I need you to pick from
I took Brian Dawkins.
Champ Bailey. Oh, you took Champ Bailey. Gotcha.
Champ Bailey, Brian
$5.
Dawkins.
All right, Sean, you got $12 left. Sean with 4, Jeff with 8, and I'm with 5.
Okay, Josh has got $12 left.
$12.
Sean's got how many?
4.
Sean's got 4.
I got 8, and you got
8.
what?
I got 5.
Okay, here we go.
Strong safety. Troy Polamalu. $4, Charlie Waters. $2, Rodney Harrison. $3, Rodney Harrison. $2, Lawyer Malloy. $1, John Lynch.
Lawyer Malloy, $2.
And you're gonna leave yourself with $2?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'd leave myself with $2. I can go to the
$2?
snack bar.
I'd go to the
I
snack
took
bar.
Troy Polamalu. I am spent. I spent my $40.
See, that's the way you're supposed to do it right there.
Rodney Harrison for 3. For Josh.
I'm taking Troy Pete for 5, which leaves me with $3. Enough money. Enough money to get me a hot dog at the snack bar.
Sean's got 2, and man, Josh has $9 left.
$9. That's not
$9
bad.
bucks.
He knows how to spend his money, no doubt.
Okay, so I took Deacon Jones, Randy White, Howie Long, Michael Strahan. That's my defensive line. That's not a bad line, is it?
Not bad at all.
That's a great freaking line right there. Deacon Jones, Randy White, Howie Long, Michael Strahan. My linebackers are Junior Seau, Ray Nitschke, and Lawrence Taylor. Oh my God! Watch out, kids. And my safeties, Deion Sanders, Ty Law, Ronnie Lott, and Troy Polamalu. Oh my Lord! Are you kidding me?
That's a great team right there.
That's a kick
Nick,
butt
you got
team.
mine, right? You got my team. Nick,
Yeah, Sean took Bruce Smith, Joe Green, and John Randall for defensive line. And also Reggie White. Excuse me, I forgot about Reggie White. Linebackers, he's got Lawrence Taylor, Derek Thomas, and Ray Nitschke. And then cornerbacks, he's got Sean has Charles Woodson and Ty Law. Safeties, he's got Ronnie Lott and Lawyer Malloy.
Yeah, see, that's pretty damn good. Hey, we're gonna run to our final commercial break of the day, and we'll return to find out what the rest is all about here on Sports World Radio. You're listening to Jeff Escow, Shawn Man on
Sports World Radio.
I had PTSD. Once I was back from Iraq, I was distant from everybody in my family.
We had a reunion of our unit, and you'd hear these spouses say, "Is your husband doing that? My husband's doing that too. I thought it was just us." And really understanding that, hey, this is a common experience.
I learned more to listen to what he was saying, and that made it easier for me to understand where his pain was coming from.
Warriors should know that resources are available. Learn more at realwarriors.net.
Every parent wants the safest and healthiest products for their family. That's why I created The Honest Company. I was just a concerned mom with a crazy dream. A wish that there was a company that I could rely on that did all of the hard work for me. I'm Jessica Alba, and The Honest Company was my dream.
LegalZoom has helped 1 million businesses successfully get started, including Jessica's. Launch your dream at LegalZoom today. Call us. We're here to help.
Confusion ever someone or have sudden you trouble had speaking, understanding?
Understanding trouble? Have you sudden have or speaking someone ever confusion?
Have you ever had sudden confusion, trouble speaking, or understanding someone?
It could be one of the 5 signs of stroke.
Sudden weakness or numbness of the face, arm, or leg.
Sudden trouble with vision in one or both eyes.
Suddenly having trouble walking or difficulty with balance.
Or a sudden intense headache that comes out of nowhere.
If you or someone you know has any of these symptoms, don't wait. Call 911 immediately. You could make a difference in someone's life, someone you love, maybe even your own.
It's late until, wait, don't too. Don't wait until it's too late.
Time lost is brain lost.
Find out more at powertoendstroke.org. Brought to you by the American Heart Association, American Stroke Association, and the Ad Council.
Hey everybody, this is Sky. And when I want to know what's going on in the wonderful world of sports, I tune to Sports World Radio.
Let me run with you tonight. I'll take you on a moonlight ride.
All right, welcome back to the final segment here at Sports World Radio. Jeff Escow, Shawn Man, and Nicholas Turturro, who joins Nicholas Turturro. See, I did it again.
Man.
Every once in a while, it sneaks out. I don't know why, but it does. But Nicholas Spiva, who joins us each and every each and every Monday in the second hour of the show. And we do these funky things. And we were talking about the break. On the break, what's our next one? And I said, well, we got to go to hockey. And he's like, I don't know nothing about hockey. And I was like, good, because I really don't want to do hockey. So this is what we're going to do. Okay, Nicholas? Next week. Because once football season starts, we're going to be ripping your Cowboys every Monday. So we'll have something to do. Well, so next week, let's do, Shawn, what year were you born? In the 80s, right?
I was born 1987.
1987, the year after I graduated high school. Holy cannoli. No, 2 years after I was supposed to graduate. No. 3 years after I was supposed to graduate. That's why I didn't graduate. I can't add. Yeah, I was supposed to graduate in 84, and you were born in 87?
I was born in 87.
Okay, let's pick the 80s. Let's start off with the decade of the 80s NBA team.
Okay, I can come up with that.
Can you do that for next Monday? Everybody
80s
down with that?
basketball,
80s
NBA.
basketball. And we're going to do 13 players? Or we're gonna, we got to do 5, right?
Five starters.
5 starters. And,
and 5 players each position.
Huh? 5 starters, right?
Correct.
One player at each spot. And then
Yes, sir.
Right, and you'll have your 5 to choose from. Should we do a coach, too, for the 80s?
Sure, I'll get a coach.
Okay, 1 coach for the 80s. So we're doing
1 coach,
6.
5 players.
Right, so we're doing 5 players and 1 coach for the decade of the 80s NBA team next Monday. So come and check that out. We're only spending $40. So this time
basketball is 15.
Basketball's 15?
I may bump it to 20 since we have a coach this time.
Yeah, bump it to $20.
$20.
$20 for 5 players?
And a coach, yeah.
5, 10, 15, 20. That stinks.
I know, it's tough. It can't be easy, though.
$20 for 5 players and a coach starting next week. Decade of the 80s NBA team. Nicholas, what was Josh's football team defensive side?
Josh started with defensive end Bruce Smith. Then he went with Dan Hampton, Howie Long, and Jared Allen. That's his line. Then linebackers, he took Wilbur Marshall. I believe he took Josh.
I love that.
I'm sorry. I messed up there.
That's okay. I love that line. Josh goes, hockey is soccer on ice.
Exactly. All right, let me start over. Josh took Bruce Smith, Dan Hampton, Howie Long, Jared Allen, and then linebackers took Wilbur Marshall, Dick Butkus, and then the other linebacker, he took Lawrence Taylor. Then cornerbacks, he took Charles Woodson, Champ Bailey, Brian Dawkins, and Rodney Harrison.
And who did you take?
I took Charles Haley at defensive end. Then I went with Randy White at defensive tackle, Howie Long defensive tackle, Leslie O'Neal defensive end. Then I took Derek Thomas at linebacker, Mike Singletary at linebacker. Then I went back with Lawrence Taylor at linebacker, Deion Sanders, Darryl Green, Ronnie Lott, and Troy Polamalu.
There you have it.
It's quite a defensive team.
Quite a defensive team. I like my team, too. I mean, Jesus, criminal. You got Deacon Jones.
It's hard to go wrong here.
Deacon Jones, Randy White, Howie Long, and Michael Strahan looking at you in your face. Uh-oh, that would scare the heck out of me. I'll tell you that right now.
I don't think I want to go against that.
Yeah, that would scare the heck out of me. And then you got Junior Seau, Ray Nitschke, and Lawrence Taylor as your linebackers. Oh, my Lord. Oh, man, I feel sorry for the quarterback. I really do. Can you imagine Deacon Jones and Lawrence Taylor and Junior Seau getting somebody all at the same time?
And your quarterback, I have for the offense, your quarterback, Jeff, was Dan Marino. So he would have been hurt. He can't move. So he goes up against that line. It might be over.
Why? He's my quarterback. He's on the same team. He's not going against the line.
Okay, well, I'll take against my team. I took Troy Aikman. He'd be hurting too.
Your guy's going down faster than Tony Romo.
Sean took Joe Montana.
Yeah, his team's
and
going
so
down
did Josh.
fast. Yeah, those guys. He's going down too.
Not really any mobile quarterbacks on this list from
the
list. So it's going to be hurting.
My defensive line would eat up your quarterbacks, but depending on who's your offensive line, right?
That's the question. You have Hall of Famers at almost every position.
Right.
Look what he's bragging. Encyclopedia Man says the Encyclopedia Man wins again. I am smart.
I don't know. What does he win? A New York Knicks shirt?
Yeah, that's what he won. Congratulations. You're the winner of your very own New York Knicks shirt.
Woo-hoo.
I can't wait to see it on Skype profile picture and on Facebook.
I can't wait to see that thing on profile Facebook. And I wanted to say, here you go, Jeff. Now I paid off my bet.
Yeah. But he's going to try to stick it to us because he says the Bulls have the entire team to win it all next year.
I said that. I agree with him.
I know.
I agree with him. It's not sticking it to me. I agree with him.
Nick, real quickly before we go, I was talking with Jeff about this. Your thoughts, this isn't done yet, but the deal for Byron Scott going to the Lakers, what's your thoughts about that?
That's not a bad deal. I like Byron Scott. It's just if they don't have any players. That's the only problem. You got Kobe Bryant, and you got a 50-year-old Steve Nash. He's probably going to be on the crutches by the All-Star break.
He can hang out with Donald Sterling.
So it's not a bad pick.
Sterling.
I got to follow Byron Scott when he was here when he coached the Hornets, and they were here in Oklahoma City for those 2 years, and he seemed like a great guy, and is not a bad coach. So hopefully he does well.
Hornets.
Yeah, he was the Hornets.
He coached the New Orleans Hornets. Yes, he did.
The New Orleans Hornets was in Oklahoma?
Yeah, well, after Hurricane Katrina.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Now
he was here. Got to see interviews with him. He's really active in the community. So
now, correct me if I'm wrong.
I like him.
The Hornets moved back to Charlotte, and they're the Charlotte Hornets again, right? No more Bobcats, right?
That is correct. They've got some nice-looking jerseys, too.
Do they?
They look really good.
What's up there, Dr. Miffy? Well, if you want to go check out their shirts over there, head on over to shirtshopper.net and get all your NFL, NBA, MLB shirts right there. Head on over.
Because, Jeff, you remember the days going back to Charlotte when they were called the Hornets, and Nick, you too, Larry Johnson.
I remember that. I go back so far when there wasn't even a team there. When there was
I
no
gotta ask
team
you guys a
in
quick
Charlotte.
question since we got a couple minutes left. You ever watch? It's called Back of the Shop on FoxSports.com.
Back in the shop?
Takes place in a barber shop.
No.
And these guys are getting haircuts, and they have all these athletes come in, and it's great if you guys like it. A lot of old guys, old timers come in. Larry Johnson was one of them.
That's what we should do. We should open up a barbershop and do that.
Yeah.
And people will come in and professional athletes will come in and we'll cut their hair and we'll do a sports show just like that.
That's what they do. It's great. There's no host. They just sit there and talk. And you got the barber's name is Jordan. He's from Dominican Republic. He cuts all these athletes' hair. He flies to Seattle twice a month to cut Robinson Cano's hair and give him a shave.
And talk about and people say barbers don't make a lot of money.
Oh, this guy's got to be making a ton of money.
Guy's making a fortune.
It has Larry Johnson came in there. Ian Shumpert. They've had almost every Yankee.
Well, Ian Shumpert got a nice do, man.
Snoop Dogg was in there.
You ever see Ian Shumpert's do?
Yeah, I like it.
Got
It's
a
the old
nice
school kid and play.
Yeah, exactly. He's got a nice do. He makes him 5 inches, 6 inches taller.
Yeah, Fresh Prince look, too, from the 90s.
Yeah, exactly.
You got to check this show out. It's great. There's no host. They just sit there and talk about whatever.
That's what we should do. Just sit there and talk about whatever. Just
Yeah,
open
it's
up a barbershop.
a fascinating show. I love it.
Yeah, just open up a barbershop. Anybody that comes in, we'll just talk sports to them. Who cares?
Yeah,
Stick a
that'd
couple
be
of cameras
fantastic.
in there. That'd be great. Won't make any money, but it'll be great.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Maybe
like
we can just
that.
live on tips.
There
Just
you go.
give us some tips.
That's a good idea. I like that. Sports barbershop. That is crazy enough to work as a show. See that? Look at Dr. Myth. They have that already, only without the show. It's called Sports Clips, you jackasses.
That's a great place, too.
Is it? I've
Get
never
you a nice
been there.
massage, scalp massage.
I've never been there. You know why? Because they don't shave heads.
Man.
They're racists.
Racists.
They are. They're racist against the shaved head people. Against the shaven head people. They don't shave heads. That's
Maybe you should go to a barber.
I do.
Get you one of those straight razors.
Oh,
They
I
shave
do.
your head with a razor, like
Oh,
a
yeah.
straight razor.
Oh yeah, he does.
Man,
The only barber that I know that's still around, and he happens to be about 2 miles, not even, maybe a mile away from his shop is about a mile away from the house. Yeah, he's the only one I let do my head besides me, and he uses a straight razor. In fact,
I used to go to a guy that did that, had a straight razor.
I let him do my head and my face. Sits me back, puts the towel on. Oh, it's beautiful.
Yeah.
That's right, Dr. Myth. They're baldists. That's what they are. Thanks, Dr. Myth. They're baldists. damn sports clips. I went into a sports clip. I said, I'd like to get a haircut. The lady goes, you got no hair in your head. I go, I want my head shaved. She goes, we don't do that here. I go, that's not right.
Oh, man, that's not right.
It's bald.
Anti-baldite.
Anti-baldite. I like that, man. I like that. They're baldists. One hair left. Hey, I got more hair on the back of my head than you do between your legs, Josh. Okay?
Whoa.
Don't give me none of that, you young whippersnapper, you. You're still growing,
out of
my
here
friend.
at a good time.
Look at Sean. Sean's like, we're getting out of here at a good time.
Whoa, would you look at the time?
That's right, you young
It is
whippersnapper.
4:59 p.m. Pacific. It's going on 5.
I guess we got to get the flock out of here. I want to thank everybody for hanging out with us today. We really appreciate it. Nick, another wonderful job, my friend. Thank you very much.
Thanks for having me, guys. It's been a blast.
It has been a blast. Remember, we only have one life to live, so live it long, live it strong, and live it proud. And please don't forget, life may suck, but the alternative is unacceptable. Peace out, everybody. For Sean Mann, Nicholas Spiva, I'm Jeff Escow. This has been Sports World Radio. Peace out, bitches.
Later.
Hey, boys, Stimpy. We sure had fun today, kid. So long, kids. Come on, Stimpy, say goodbye.
Where are we going?
The show's over. See you next time.
Next time? When's that?
Pretty soon. Don't